続いては山形県出身の19歳、鈴木ボブ陽太さんです。奇跡のリンゴから紐解く感謝と運。ボブにとっての IBS とは。出会いと別れの場。それではボブ、よろしくお願いいたします。
皆さんこんにちは。山形県から参りましたボブこと鈴木陽太です。まずはこれまで育ててくださった両親や家族にありがとうございますと感謝申し上げます。さて皆さん、もし死にそうになった時何を思いますか？私は神様どうか助けてくださいと思い願います。この神に頼る行為、結局は運任せなんです。人は生きている中で運に頼ることが何度もあります。その運を少しでもより良い方向にするためには日々の感謝が大切だと私は考えます。この感謝と運の関係についてこの方の話を軸に話していきたいと思います。よろしくお願いします。Many of you may have heard of Akinori Kimura. He was a farmer who attempted the seemingly impossible, growing apples without pesticide or chemical fertilizers. After years of struggle, he finally succeeded. However, his journey was filled with hardship. His apple tree suffered from disease, bore no fruits, and his farmland deteriorated. Many times he faced despair, yet he never gave up, and in the end he achieved success. Of course, scientific knowledge and relentless effort played a major role in his success. But what struck me the most was that he expressed a deep gratitude to his tree, towards the apple tree themselves. Most farmers who tend to focus on maximizing yield and preventing pests. However, Kimura saw his tree not just as crops, but as living beings. He once said, "I realized that these trees were fighting for their lives." Apples do not grow simply, because they are a reflection of the tree's will to live. And that realization led him to feel a deep gratitude for them. I believe that this gratitude brought him good fortune. Many people think of luck as something random, something beyond human control. But when I look at Kimura's life, I feel that luck is not just a coincidence. It is something that gratitude and humility attract. By embracing gratitude, he started to notice things that others overlooked. For example, after years of failure, Kimura began expressing the gratitude to his tree every day. Since then, things started to change. His gratitude led him to observe nature more carefully, which helped him understand the role of soil, microorganisms, and insects. That awareness opened his eyes and ears, and eventually, next one please. Eventually led him to the solution he had been searching for. Gratitude also has the same effect on human relationships. At first, people saw Kimura as a strange man, but his humility and gratitude resonated with others, drawing supporters to his cause. In the end, that network of people helped spread the story of his miracle apples to the world. In our daily lives, we should reflect on the connection between gratitude and luck. It is not always easy to be grateful, especially when things seem ordinary or routine. But just as Kimura sings his dream, if we start appreciating the small things around us, our perspective and action may change. And as a result, we may attract good fortune naturally. Gratitude fosters humility. Humility leads to new discoveries. Gratitude fosters humility. Humility leads to new discoveries and attract more deeper. Next slide, please. Deeper connection with others, and these connection may eventually lead to what we call a miracle. Luck is not something we wait for. It is something we cultivate through gratitude. That is a lesson Kimura's story teaches us. If we cherish gratitude in our daily lives, we will create more opportunities and attract more fortune. By appreciating nature, family, friends, and even the smallest things in front of us, we enrich our hearts, deepen our relationships, and gradually change our destinies. Let me end with Akinori Kimura's words. If you approach things with gratitude, nature will always respond. This rule applies not only to nature, but also to people, society, and even ourselves. Please don't forget to embrace gratitude in your daily lives. That will be the first step towards creating your own miracle. Thank you for listening.
ありがとうございました。エリー先生、コメントお願いします。
Thank you, Bob. That was a really interesting speech. I've never heard of Kimura and his apples before, so it was an interesting story as well, so thank you for that. It's been proven that people who work with plants, people who garden, that they say that one of the things that helps their garden grow better is when they talk to their plants, when they express gratitude, like you said. So there is actual proof for this. We can see this is true. It's not just something that Kimura thought was working. It does work. And I like what you said about how, luck, it's not just coincidence. There's a saying that I believe that luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. You have to be ready for when the right opportunity strikes. And some people interpret that as luck, but there's a lot of work that goes up to that point too. But also the idea of embracing gratitude in our daily lives, I think that's very important, right? We kind of take for granted that we have apples in the grocery store or whatever, and we don't remember, we tend to forget about where they came from and all the work that goes into that. And it is important for humans to embrace that gratitude. We are social beings, and that gratitude helps keep that social fabric going. And also this point you made about humility leading to new discoveries. Again, I think that's very important too. Like, if you believe you're always right, you're not going to try anything different. So it is important to be humble and to try new things so that you can learn more things. So very good lessons you've learned. Thank you.
Thank you.
学院長、コメントお願いします。
本当に最近の科学では、普通の人がね、植物に話しかけてどうするのと、対話にもならないのにっていう人が結構いるんですけど、やっぱり最近の科学で話すことによって植物が答えてくれるっていうのが証明されたんですよね。今ペリー先生が話したようにですね。だからところがよく考えると、僕ら日本人っていうのは昔から自然との対話をやってきてましたよね。 本当だったらこんな島国だともうとっくの昔に地震とか災害とかいろんなものが一番そういうのが多いし、大自然災害が多い島ですから、もう日本人なんか消えていないはずですけど、なんでここまで、しかももう世界のもう頂点に立つぐらいの人口でね、島国が残ってるから、多分君が言ったように、木村さんがやったように、常に花や木や草に話しかけてた、僕らは。して一緒に生きてきたからだと思うんですよね。それを君は今のあれでこう気づいたんですね、それをね。そしてスピーチに言いました。今日はリンゴに話しかけて、そのリンゴなんて答えました？
スピーチ頑張って。
やっぱりね、そうだと思う。君のパワーポイントの中で志村けんのあれだけが僕分かんなかったです。あれどういう意味ですか？
いや、変なおじさん。
変なおじさんっていう意味。そうです難しかったですね、あれね。他はもう素晴らしいスピーチでした。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。